kind of leadership skills do you already possess? And what leadership skills are you completely forgetting about? Hi, my name is Kayla Morris, and I'm going to tell you how the perfect balance of generosity builds a strong leader, but it also can build a strong team. So, what is generosity in a professional setting? Overall, generosity is just an approach that a leader has towards their team that either shows their team that they care more about the people than they do the actual job, or it shows their team that they care more about their well-being, therefore producing better results for the company. Looking at all of the leadership skills and qualities that you need to possess to be a great leader, why is generosity so important? For starters, it shows your team that you possess humility and care. It makes you not look like such a supervillain boss that's all about work, work, work. It also helps build loyalty within your team. This way, you're not worried about them consistently wanting to leave the company. It also builds relationships and trust with partners, as opposed to just some cold stone numbers and algorithm type relationship. It builds and keeps customers. Customers like to see that care that someone in a higher position has for their team and for their well-being, the customer themselves. And then, of course, your team's going to feel safe to approach you, whether it's they want to approach you with a question that they have or advice that they need, or maybe they ran into an issue and they just want to be transparent with you that they were the ones that either caused it or caught it. I want to emphasize my own personal professional experience. Last year, when I worked for Southwire as a logistics intern, we actually had two managers that year, one of which was trained under the original manager, and both emphasize on generosity within their leadership skills. The way that I know this is because the team felt so taken care of, so heard, so important, especially myself as an intern, I felt so important that we weren't required to come into office, but every Tuesdays and Thursdays, and even on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, the team would come in person just because they wanted to be around it. I also noticed that everybody was working as hard as they could to meet way past the quotas. And if they were meeting their quotas, but someone else was falling a little behind, I noticed that they would always reach out and try and help those team members as well. And that all came from our leaders always, if someone had a question or somebody needed help with an assignment or somebody just wanted the opportunity to grow within their field, our managers were always there to step in and give them that push or give them that answer or give them that opportunity that they were asked. So, how can you showcase professional generosity? It takes a lot more work than just being nice. You could reward people for their hard work. You could help your team if they have any questions or they have an assignment that they're really struggling with. You could invest in your team's growth. You could admit when you make mistakes, both so that your team understands you're just human, but also so that when you admit to your mistakes, that's a learning opportunity for both yourself and your team. Building relationships with everybody, managers, teams, customers, etc. And then, of course, let your team know that their voices matter. It makes them feel important and it makes them feel heard. And that's always going to be a good thing as a leader for everything to feel like a two-way street. So how can you get started? You don't have to be in a leadership position to go ahead and start honing and understanding your leadership skills. Of course, there's a long list here, but just some of the strongest ones here is help your team or your friends or your family. You need to focus on building your relationships. And then you need to be comfortable enough to embrace your mistakes and learn from them or help others learn from them so that they too know what to do in case they do make those mistakes or how to avoid making those mistakes. Always remember how generosity will better your leadership in both personal and professional goals. Generosity can help boost and complement other leadership skills as well. Thank you so much.